on wheels. Our everyday lives are conditioned by the vehicles that roll along our highways. A vital part of this freewheeling economy is the great American trucking industry, which serves even the most remote corners of our land. In addition to self-regulation, American truckers must and do conform to state and federal laws. Safety and efficiency standards are kept high. Recently, a series of unexplained truck accidents occurred on the nation's highways. Was there a criminal cause between this and other similar highway tragedies? These unexplained accidents are the subject of tonight's story on Crusader, starring Brian Keith.
I'm a freelance magazine writer. On occasion, I've taken assignments as a special agent for a federal crime commission. I just finished a series of articles exposing conditions on the New York waterfront when I got a call from Walter Cronin, commissioned counsel. He asked me to meet him in Pittsburgh. Cronin had set up temporary headquarters and was working on a top priority investigation.
That's the way it's been right along. It's a tough one, Matt.
Yeah, the more you tell me, the tougher it gets.
Everything is worked out negative. No mechanical trouble on the trucks. They're inspected regularly.
Yeah, that's state law, isn't it?
Also requires all drivers to pass a physical exam at least once a year.
They any labor trouble?
The union and the trucking companies are halfway through a long-term contract. Everybody's happy.
Everybody but us. Anything in those accident reports?
Same story every time. The truck went out of control. Weber's going back over them. He's working with Captain Lopez, state police.
All these accidents happen at night.
Or the early morning hours. And with trucks owned by small independent companies. Gypsy outfits, they call them in the trade.
All these men experienced drivers?
Every one of them.
Any criminal records?
No. There's something else, Matt.
What?
The thing that brought us to Pittsburgh in the first place. Here, look at this. I've had the locations mapped. This shows every wreck for the last 3 months.
They all happen at night or in the early morning, huh?
That's right. Any ideas?
How about this last driver killed the other night?
John Mallory?
Yeah.
Here we are. Age 38, no record, married, 2 kids, wife's name Louise. Lives here in Pittsburgh.
Anything in the autopsy report?
It's not in yet. There was a fire after the crash. The stuff he was hauling went up like a bonfire. He was in the middle of it.
He's the most recent one, huh?
Yes.
I guess I better go out and talk to his wife.
You mean his widow, don't you, Matt?
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Come in.
Thank you.
I don't know what I can tell you, Mr. Anders. The only thing I'm sure of is that John is gone. Can't believe he's not coming home tonight. Or ever. I'm sorry.
I sure wish I didn't have to bother you with this.
That's all right. What do you want to know?
Well, just anything about your husband, Mrs. Mallory. Whether you think it's important or not.
Well, he was a wonderful man. Everybody was crazy about him. We've been together 12 years. Next week would have been our wedding anniversary. I just thought of some plans we had. Personal plans.
Sure.
What else is there? We have 2 nice children. At least I think they're nice.
Sure.
They're staying with my sister.
Look, Mrs. Mallory, did your husband ever do any gambling?
Oh, no. Oh, once in a while he played poker with some of the other truckers, but nothing serious. A woman couldn't want a better husband. I'm sending his things to charity. Couldn't bear to sell them.
You, got any ideas about what might have happened?
Well, they told me it was an accident.
Well, maybe it was, but we don't know. Did anything special happen that last night before he went on his run?
Nothing I recall. John came home from his regular run, Chicago to here. He lay down for an hour, but couldn't get to sleep. The kids, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then he got up, said he was going to take another overnight haul. I fixed him some dinner.
Wait a minute, you say another overnight haul?
Oh, I should have mentioned that before. These past few months, John's been taking night jobs for the extra money. We always seem to have bills that needed paying.
Yeah, you mean he'd come in from his regular run and then go right out again?
Yes, as often as he could.
What do you do for sleep?
Well, that's just it. Used to worry me. Sometimes he'd work 24, 30 hours at a stretch without sleeping at all. And then I found out.
Found out what?
He was taking medicine. Some kind of pills to keep him awake.
You know where he got it?
Well, he bought them. Somewhere on the road, I guess. And John said they were harmless. Called them busters. He wasn't the only one using them for night work.
You got any of those pills in the house?
Well, he kept them in an envelope in his top dresser drawer.
You mind if I have a look at them?
Well, I don't know. I don't want to cause anybody any trouble.
Mrs. Mallory, in the last few weeks, 3 other men have been killed. They were all truckers like your husband.
Well, I just thought that...
Now, I don't know whether the pills had anything to do with their being killed or not. I'd just like to have a look at them, if I may.
I'll get them for you.
Thanks, Mrs. Mallory.
Yes, Captain, it's here. Yes, it might be the answer. We'll start running it down right away. I think we're going to need a list of wholesale drug houses. Fine. I appreciate your cooperation. All right, I'll call you back. Come in, Matt.
Got your message.
The lab report's here. Came a little while ago.
What's the story?
This could be it, Matt. The stuff John Mallory used is called nitroloid sulfine, a dangerous drug.
Nitroloid sulfine, that's a mouthful. Well, how's it sold?
Prescription only. Supposed to be taken under a doctor's supervision. Stimulates the nervous system, the brain centers, increases alertness and general coordination.
Doesn't sound like it could hurt anybody.
It's only one side of it. Here, read this.
Overdosage of nitroloid sulfine may result in loss of powers of concentration, temporary blindness, and coma. Great. Try driving a truck in a coma.
The autopsy report on John Mallory came with that. Traces of nitroloid sulfine were found in his body.
Question is, where'd he get it?
Well, his wife told you he bought it somewhere out on the road, didn't she?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, anybody could be pushing the stuff. Crooked druggist, phony doctor, anybody.
How about the drug houses? There could be a leak there, too.
Lopez is sending me a list of the manufacturers and distributors. That's where we'll have to start.
I'll get right on it.
Good. I'll call Weber and tell him what to watch out for in those accident reports.
I tried about a dozen drug houses before I made a score. It was the Triangle Drug Company. They were the only distributors of nitroloid sulfine in Pittsburgh. I made an appointment to have a talk with their chief chemist, Dr. Fremont.
Thank you. Mr. Anders?
Doctor?
Very glad to know you. Have a seat.
Thanks.
You're with the Federal Crime Commission, huh?
That's right, sir.
What can I do for you?
Well, we need some information about nitroloid sulfine.
Oh, I suppose the local police have referred the case to the commission, huh?
What case is that?
Well, about 4 months ago, our warehouse was broken into. A sizable quantity of drugs was stolen.
Nitroloid sulfine was part of the loot, huh?
Yes, about 200,000 tablets.
A lot of tablets.
Yes, well, most of the drugs were recovered. Our insurance company settled for the rest.
But not the busters.
I see you know the slang name for nitroloid sulfine.
I'm learning, Doctor.
Well, it can be a very dangerous drug in the wrong hands.
Now, your company handles most of the nitrolite in this part of the country, right?
Yes, we do our own processing.
What do they sell for?
Well, wholesale about $10 a thousand. That's for the 10-milligram tablet.
That's not much.
Well, it isn't the price that makes them valuable. It's the fact that they can't be had without a doctor's prescription. That is, not legally.
If somebody got his hands on a load like that, knew where to push him, he could really clean up, couldn't he?
Afraid so. Oh, excuse me. Yes? Who? Oh, yes, he's here. Just a moment. It's for you, Mr. Anders.
Thank you. Hello? Yes, Walt.
Matt, I had a little trouble finding you. Just had word from the state police. There's been another wreck about 100 miles south of here on Route 11. Got a plane standing by at Municipal Airport. Meet me there as soon as you can.
Right. After talking with Dr. Fremont, I knew I had to find out who was peddling the nitrolite to truckers in the Pittsburgh area, selling death on the highway in the form of pills. Cronin was waiting for me at the airport. We took off right away. The trucker who had been hurt in the accident had been taken to the emergency hospital in a nearby town. We landed there in less than an hour, got a cab, and went to the hospital.
Doctor, I'm Cronin, Federal Crime Commission. This is Matt Anders.
How do you do?
Can we talk to him?
I'm afraid not. He died 10 minutes ago. It was past any help we could give him.
Did he say anything?
No.
Doctor, when he was brought in, did he show any symptoms of poison or being drugged?
He was in shock. Any diagnosis like that would be almost impossible. Has his family been notified?
The state police will probably take care of it. Thanks, Doctor.
Right. Too bad we couldn't do more for him.
Yeah.
Mallory, and now this fellow. 2 men killed in less than 10 days.
You know, we've been lucky. There's still a better part of 200,000 of those pills floating around. So far, they've been sold right around here.
Yes, and any minute, whoever has them has got to start to push them to other parts of the country.
Right?
That'll make it even tougher. Well, it'll take good police work and patience.
No, not patience, Walt. If we wait any longer, there's going to be more guys wind up like that one. There's only one way to break this thing, and break it now, fast.
How?
You're going to get me a job driving a truck. Marty Allen, I got a job as a student driver with one of the big trucking companies. My first assignment was the overnight run from Pittsburgh to Kansas City. They teamed me with a veteran driver named Joe Sanborn. He seemed to be legitimate, but Cronin was running a check on him anyway. At the same time, Cronin was contacting every trucking association in the country to warn them against the effect of the pills.
Well, we'll be coming to the town of Martinsburg in a few minutes.
Sounds like a real kick.
Local cop usually lays back on an off street near the main corner with his motor running.
Sneaky type, huh?
There's a bad stretch in here. 2 or 3 quick curves, no shoulder.
You sure know this route, don't you, Joe?
Well, I've been doing it for 7 years. After a while, you find it pays to be safe.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Man, I'm really pooped.
No sleep, huh?
Well, there's this little chick works in a restaurant around the corner from where I live. I picked her up yesterday around 4 o'clock.
Don't tell me any more. I'm a married man.
You married, huh?
Yeah.
Guess we all gotta go sometime. I'm dead.
We'll be making a coffee stop in about a half hour.
I need something more than coffee. You ain't got a buster on you, have you, Joe?
Never use them. Besides, there's a company rule against them. I don't believe in them anyway.
Well, they're harmless, aren't they?
That's what you say.
Well, I gotta get something. I'm gonna conk out. You got any place around here I can pick up a couple of pills?
I don't know. Never tried. Say, Marty,
Yeah.
how come you know so much about busters?
Oh, I used to hang around with a bunch of truck jockeys in Chicago. Some of the guys use the stuff, you know.
Oh? Well, take my advice and lay off. You're a bad thing to depend on.
Okay, okay. I'm the apprentice, you're the instructor. Let's not overdo it, huh?
Okay. Oh, thanks.
It sounded like Joe was on the level, but I wasn't taking any chances. In a little while, we made our first coffee stop. It was a typical roadside cafe where truckers stop for the coffee that seems to be as important to them as gasoline. I tried to buy some pills from the counterman, but he brushed me off. Joe and I got back on the highway. 200 miles and 5 hours later, I was still batting zero. I tried 3 more places, but couldn't connect. I knew it was going to be tough, but I hadn't figured anything like this. Finally, we met our last coffee stop at a cafe called Mac's Place. It looked like the kind of a joint where you could buy anything.
That McCready?
Yeah, he owns the place.
Can he make a living in a dump like this?
Seems to do okay. He drives a nice car. Well, what do you say let's shove off? It's getting late.
Yeah, go on, Joe. I'll take care of the checks. My turn anyway.
All right.
Right. Hey, what do I owe you?
2 pies, 2 coffees, tax, 65 cents.
Thank you.
Hey, look, maybe you could help me out, huh?
Oh, sure. What is it?
Well, could you put me onto a few busters?
Busters? What are they?
Busters, you know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about.
Hey, you better get out of here. Go on, beat it.
Now, look, Mac, I got a long haul. I'm dead. I don't want to fall asleep.
I'm sorry. I can't help you.
All I need's a couple of pills. I got dough.
Look, friend, I don't even know you.
All right, I'm breaking in on Joe's run.
Joe told you to get pills from me?
No.
Then where'd you get the idea?
There's some trucker at the terminal. I talked to him. He told me.
Who?
Well, you need his name?
How might I know you're on the level?
I got an honest face.
So you got an honest face.
Look, I told you why I needed him. Some checker finds me sleeping and I get canned.
Tough.
You got some pills you're going to sell me, haven't you? Okay.
Wait a minute. How many you need?
A few.
Dozen?
How much?
$5.
What are you trying to do? Get rich on one
Take
sale?
it or leave it.
Who got him? After that first buy, I was sure McCready would lead me to the source of the pills. All I had to do was play him right, build up his confidence in me.
You want to talk to me?
Yeah, I'm getting transferred up north next week after the run, Mac. And,
I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, I'm figuring on going in business up there, you know?
Watch it. Keep it down, will you?
What? Oh. Well, I thought maybe you could give me enough stuff to get started.
How much do you want?
Like a couple thousand.
Oh, it's too big. I don't keep that much around.
Well, I got dough, Mac. Now, maybe you can put me in touch with somebody.
I don't know anybody. I just lucky. I got a couple of hundreds. You better forget it.
Oh, come on, Mac. I've been a good customer. You got a connection.
Watch it, watch it. That's 80 out of 5. Answer that for me, will you?
Hello? It was long distance. They had a call for McCready from a man by the name of Sam Arcaris in Pittsburgh. Yeah, just a minute, operator. Mac?
Hello? This McCready? Who? Oh, put him on. Hello, Sam. How are you? Hold it a minute, will you? I'll see you next week then, huh?
Yeah, Mac, maybe you can work that thing out for me, huh?
Yeah, I'll try. So long.
Okay, so long.
Yes, Sam.
Joe and I hit the road again. I asked him if he knew a trucker named Sam Arcaris. Sure he did. Arcaris ran a garage on the outskirts of Pittsburgh. So I decided to pay him a visit.
So you're a fan of McCready, huh?
That's right.
Seen him recently?
Yeah, a couple of nights ago, I was driving one of the overnight hot shots to KC. I stopped by the place.
What's on your mind?
Well, I'm thinking of moving up north, maybe next week, so I thought I'd open a little sideline.
What do you mean?
I want to buy some busters.
I think you got the wrong address. I run a garage, that's all.
Come on, cut it out, will you?
Cut what out? I never saw you before.
Look, I've been buying from McCready for a couple of weeks now. I offered him a good proposition. He said it wasn't for him, that's all.
So he told you about me?
He mentioned you. You want to check up on me? Call him on the phone. I'll pay for it.
I might do that.
Go ahead.
What's your proposition?
Well, I can use a couple of thousand pills if the price is right.
2,000? I thought it was going to be something big.
I need more. You'll hear from me later.
Yeah, sure.
Well, what do you say? You want to close it now?
I don't keep this stuff around here.
All right, when'll it be?
Come back tomorrow night around 8 o'clock. Bring the dough.
Okay. See you then.
Here's $1,000.
All marked?
Yeah. Matt, I don't have to tell you, Karras is a tough character. He's done every rap in the book.
Well, I'm going to get a little rest.
You ought to carry a gun tonight.
Nope.
Why not?
Because if our Karras gets leery and shakes me down, he finds a gun on me, it's going to be all over right there.
I think you're making a mistake. Operator, get me the state police. I want to talk to Captain Lopez.
$500 is a good price. This stuff ain't easy to get.
Yeah, well, I'm not arguing with you.
Let's go out to my place and pick up the busters.
Okay, let's get started.
I just got to close up here.
All right.
You know, you're a smart guy going into a business like this.
Well, I want to pick up a fast buck.
Just be careful, that's all.
Don't worry.
A little more careful than you've been up to now.
Well, what's your idea?
I called McCready. He said he never told you about me.
What's the difference? I'm here. I want to do business.
Yeah, you're real anxious. McCready? He's your buddy.
Sure. My old pal.
Now, what's the matter with you guys? You're going to get technical and blow the whole deal because I found him on my own hook?
Shut up, turn around, and put your hands up. He's clean.
It proves I got no angle.
Don't mean a thing to me.
Nothing here, not even his name.
Told me he was from Chicago. Turn around. All right, Palsy. What's your pitch?
Are you kidding, Mac? He's a cop. I can smell it.
Oh, I don't know. I watched him. Came alone.
That don't mean nothing. He makes a buy for me, then he blows the whistle.
Nah, you got it all wrong. I'm no cop.
We can't take a chance, Mac.
That's right.
Where's your car?
Around the corner.
Give me your keys. I'll bring you to the front entrance.
All right, let's go. I'm right behind you, so walk slow.
Don't fool with him, Mac. If he tries anything, give it to him.
Get ready.
Say, buddy, I got a little trouble with my generator. I think it's going.
We're closed for the night.
Look, pal, I got deliveries to make first thing tomorrow. Your door was open and
I said we're closed for the night. Now pull it out of here.
Okay, you're a big help. It's dead.
Okay, leave it here. Pick it up tomorrow morning, around 10.
Not before 10?
No. Now beat it, will you? I'm trying to close up.
All right, I'm going. I gotta go get some clothes from the back.
Okay. Hurry, come on.
By the way, when you make out the bill for your job, put it in my name. Cronin. Walter Cronin.
All right, now, Carrot.
Throw a pail of water on him, South Street.
You all right, man?
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, anytime. Well, I guess that wraps it up, huh?
Yeah, Sam was just inviting me out to his house to look at some pills.
Really? Mind if I come home?
Not at all. Thank you. You want to bring McCready?
Good idea.